MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. The Cubbies will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Trevor Bauer is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball, one of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Maybe a threat of a thunderstorm or two later on. Game time temperature here in even 90 degrees. The 1-2. Popped him up. Votto in foul ground. He's got it 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Bauer has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Just 1 for 10 in the series coming in, so he'll look for better results here today. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed.
0-1's the count.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Ready with the 0-2. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. And he chased it in the dirt. Barnhart is after it. And the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it two really strong starts.
Settling in now, Mark Payton, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Struck him out.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In is Joey Votto now. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tapped out in front of home. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, no left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Still no score. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, D-Row. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect it to continue all season long.
Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And it's out of the ballpark. Hey, that cleared everything. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Number 26 for him on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Happ with a swing, and he connects, sends this one to deep right field. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. 24 home runs for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box now, David Bote.
The second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin heads or tails. 2 terrific starting pitchers. Both teams firing their bullets. Their ace is going today. This should be a good one.
Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2. The Cubs will, however, have to beat their opposition's best as they've got to go up against their ace in this one.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
Hendricks.
At the plate, Kyle Hendricks. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
0-2 count and the pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to go as the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Got him fishing that time, 0-1. Oh, 2 the count to Suarez.
0-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hendricks, a California-born ball player. He was an 8th-round selection back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And there are 2 away now. Digging in, Aristides Aquino to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. The 1-2. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Reds are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Javier Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball inside.
That's popped up. Moustakas over to his left, and that's the 1st out of the inning. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Heyward. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Payton is under this one. And that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in, Freddie Galvis, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So with 1 away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today.
Barnhart.
So stepping in, Tucker Barnhart, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming, here it is.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. Barnhart stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Scooped up. And the Reds have their first hit of the game. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping in now, Trevor Bauer, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Barnhart leads off second with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And this is swung on and missed, his fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
So now to the plate, Mark Payton, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Reds leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. One strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 1-0. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there. 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Kyle Schwarber comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in to try it again, Ian Happ. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. And it's fouled away. Happ is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. but anything going away from him goes right into his bat pad.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Set to deliver on 2-1. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now here it comes.
Hey.
Here's the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Digging in, Nicholas Castellanos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, and it's 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail it here 2-0. Into the box now, David Bote.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman, David Bote.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count 1-2.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
To the plate now, Kyle Hendricks. And a bouncing ball, foul. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
And that brings up Javi Baez. And he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's ball 3.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Not a good looking 3-0 hack there. He misses it for strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Count now a ball and a strike. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Moustakas. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The 1-0 home. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
In now, Freddie Galvis. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They're down 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he had him set up perfectly there, as he's not even close to touching that pitch. And on 4 pitches, he becomes out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
This is in the air to left. Castellanos will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled away.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And 2-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're up 2-0. So digging in now, Tucker Barnhart. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
This one's down to third. And that's the first out. Phillip Ervin will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. A windup and the 0-1. One out, nobody on. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Mark Payton. Fouled off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail things here 2-0. Raisel Iglesias is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 26, Raisel Iglesias.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber, comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Short, hit hard, and that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Ian Happ will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's the first pitch to him. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
behind 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping up now, David Bote. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Galvis back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The 2010 NL MVP Joey Votto will start us out when we come back. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. So striding in, Joey Votto. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Bryant is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The windup and the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
At the plate now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call it.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Michael Lorenzen has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 21, Michael
Ready to begin the 8th, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate.
Javier Baez.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Suarez is right there. One gone. Now batting, Jason Heyward. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He pulls this one into right. Aquino is there, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Kris Bryant.
Here's Kris Bryant now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1, well below the zone. Fouled away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hard liner to center field. Payton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready once again, Mike Moustakas. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Ready for another chance? Aristides Aquino. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The Cubbies are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Good job. Ready.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Amir Garrett is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Scott Schebler will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Anthony Rizzo stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Taken in by Votto, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The catcher, number 40.
Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball one. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back. Left field.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch on its way. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed, strike three. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Nothing in the Cubs half of the ninth. Last chance. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Now in the box, Mark Payton. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
0-1 the count. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Cubs go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
A 2-0 finish today. Chicago took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Kyle Hendricks gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Trevor Bauer takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Kyle Hendricks got the W while striking out 16 as the Cubs got past the Reds 2-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The St. Louis Cardinals put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-0. The Buccos sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-6. Jake Arrieta earned win number 7 this season as the Phillies took care of the Braves 5-4. The San Francisco Giants knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-1. The Oakland Athletics brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-1. The White Sox got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Tigers 8-1. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.